time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of... Opponents coming up in this one. Pitt lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the FIU Panthers offense takes the field. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Punts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. FIU will line up to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. So Pittsburgh's offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out. Just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take... to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Pitt pushing the pace.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man on the right. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence, like...
There he goes! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Unleashes one. A strike downfield. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Hit right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hauls it in. Made a defender miss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. He'll keep it himself. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going to test the right side with this one. Powers through the defender.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
These corners backing off a bit. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kidd Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Try to get it to the edge. There he goes. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Pitt pushing the pace.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Just feeds the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Hits the afterburners. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. For the offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Power football with the run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads it left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Back to pass, it's Van Buren. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense gets set for second down. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the middle, it's McGee. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Anderson with the carry. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. FIU pushing tempo. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Lee. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And that's another FIU.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fakes to grab. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield very late in the half. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Oh, he makes the catch. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Offense set on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Sets up the screen. Fighting off the defender. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it, thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Connection to the right. Turning it on. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Appalachian State has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, The score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Washington State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything. He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, FIU. And the punishment has been extended.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. It's complete to the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touch.
There he goes. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. FIU set up with another first down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
Another FIU.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he made the extra point without problem.
24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Van Buren. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game. They're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one. Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front?
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. That's caught. It's Wagner. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The option look. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a
touchdown, Panthers. Fitted in the window for the score.
Touchdown.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he added the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time, and the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal. 3 stops in a row.
Touchdown, Florida International! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. Trying play action. Gets him to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Snagged out of the air. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards. They don't bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Lee. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the 1st down. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They show you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. Hard running there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the option. Running back searching for a hole. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are